God, I can't hear. I can't feel myself. If you could find another pop sound bigger than this one, you let me know. And remember, we have more wars like these, so don't get it effed up. Oh my God, Black Terror Sound since 1989. Oh my God, still standing strong with all the transition of music.
Right now, we're on the music link. Music link clip on here, right? Yeah, man. They're on the music link right now, so that's a one for what about it. Yeah, look at that. California, you don't know. Music link, interview with Hollywood Eye. The Akiva, yeah, man. Blessings. Don't know one sauce. Respect and love. Interview me. All black business, big up.
Hollywood hype, baby. You know, New Year's is a couple steps away. Like I said, they get changes before this New Year drop. See who's who and see who's not. Keep sitting there and talk about, oh, this year I'm gonna do this and do that, and then when you look into it, you said that shit last year, and you said that shit last year. Listen, man, life is about making changes, man. Sometimes you gotta divorce some people. Just divorce them. Friends, family members, just divorce them. Because sometimes in order to move forward, you gotta get rid of all that negative energy. Live your life. Live large. Inspire others. Fuck what the critics say. Just live. You know what I'm saying? First rule of life, don't listen to the haters.
Sadiqa, big up yourself. Be a love here. Yeah, man.
Black Terror Sound, watch our ninja, watch our Dina Dutch. Hey, hey. When Black Terror give them game, love and affection. You got their attention. You need no direction. May judge a poor blessings in your direction. You got their attention. What an impression. So long he's been waiting.
You don't know, a certain sound in the dance are informer. Selector and the bass are informer. Cause them a fight against me sound and a murmur. Yes, them a fight against me sound and a murmur. We used to live good, certain dance we used to play. Them a play 45 and we a play dub play. Pussy one no love that one come test with it. Black Terror in the era, murderer. Him on the roots plus culture. Black Terror sound, a champion sound, number one sound. Black Terror sound boy is Black Terror enjoyment. Jump on your bed and not get down, sit down, sit down.
Black Terror is loud.
Black Terror kill sound.
Yeah. Some days when I feel like the pressure is on,
Black aeroplane, knowing someday they make it. Hype is gonna smile again. Okay, some days when I feel like the pressure is on.
You also click with the fun. Big respect to each and every one. California, LA. I'm in the music link right now. I'm big up to each and every one. Love is love. Lady D, big up yourself. Dear love. And there's some said the thing there. And you are in dance reggae music.
So much was your face, them walk up here, we told them fuck all night. Dictionary, them no fear, them heart is like ice. Waiting to see you for
They don't know the thing go. The reggae link, sauce!
Son boy, go clean up your heart and home. And we cannot take corruption, tell him man that terror a gun. Go clean up your heart and home. Black terror son, go tell him say your heart on fire with all the big it up.
Music is something we can't done. Can't stop. Let me tell you this. Hear that tune there. Black terror here.
Let them know. We kill stones from New York and Paris. Tell Black Terror about say them match up Norris. Sound boy feeling gonna come from box and kick. Hype big 45 and make them left the district. Them dead. Kill them all the way from Rome. Tell them about them bad like Sylvester Stallone. This Black Terror sound we send them home. Crazy D40.
Big up everybody night Monday.
Mr. Soda exercise and train and practice. The whole of them are good on the
You know why Lady D do this kind of music? Can't dead. Can't dead. Stand strong. Watch her rhythm here now. Watch her rhythm here. Never show you how creative. Watch her rhythm here. Black Terror alone do it. So watch it. Watch her now.
Black Terror no run to kill someone. I'm serious. Yes, I'm smart.
Let's start rhythm here. We are the first one vice on it.
Four kind of badness. We no swing song, I go we swing. Dictionary, we no bring news, I go we bring. Yo, Kirk. So nobody can stop.
We don't follow no boy thing, a boy!
In the friend feeling, style to them thing. We not just some boy, cause them with pies with drink. Cause I Prince the radio. People them know I'm in a link, DJ Kurt no fool. If him can't buy a spliff, much less if I drink. Cause I Prince now for cause him born as a top. And I never.
I don't know about mommy, you know?
Black Terror sound crazy.
Hold up!
Fire gunshot in a brain. Some boy see the link and feel like the link.
Now you tell your family, why?
Bust to your brain. Don't mama feel real.
Lady D, bring back the music! People me look at Oscar from me come to LA, I be a work, me a work. Major Mackerel, big up yourself. No fight DJ them forget about you. You lose one of your foot. You look a prosthetic leg. We make sure vice you and make you get money. Listen. Listen to me. Listen to one here. Here Mackerel. Here Mackerel. Tell them. What up? People do not think Major Mackerel with the 1 foot slowing down. Wait. Inna your boat, Pull up. Never you cast a spell upon nobody. You can't just get the people. Lady D, sauce of the thing. I feel sure. And you are getting DJ and my exposure. Play that one. I don't know what we're dealing with that thing here. We don't try to be like nobody. Black Terror sound. Lady D, I one here, yo! The other one here, no! What? My baby. Big up our son, man. We love you all now. Alright, now. Here, what? Mackerel. Deal with it for me. Tell them about Mackerel! What? I saw what things said. All that people who go dance a long time, you must remember the rhythm. I name frog rhythm. Look at it! What? What? What do you know that thing? A black terror about this? Look at it! What do you mean? The music link. Everybody know the artist and when you have intense. Good! That thing I can't don't play. You have to learn how Facebook and Instagram go now. If we play other people music, it's all cut off. So them music is my music. When Black Terror pay for with feed them money. What are you? God! Now you tell them intense. God! Them say them love music and them not support the business. Lie them a tell. Skill them.
I saw with vicious public, we go rubbish them up.
What?
Secure with the load, the liton. He was one delicious, black mirror, wrap it up. Chat up, let me rubber, still him shut up, get him down, leave run with them blood, the key bus, wrap it up. We knock it and get a pissing jump. Yeah, he live sweet like the syrup. And the lyrics shot it.
People will put back in our music.
Tell them for that to a good. Speak them a chicken and belong to the cook. Back to a nice we are shook, we skipping over at night.
People know the thing when we are work, we are work. With the funny thing called the music link. Log on for it. All over YouTube, Instagram. Hold on. Me are gonna play that rhythm here. But if you just start God dance, you're not gonna know it. Make me see who know it.
Just be skin and bun like
God!
We are gonna pass and take a bag of pits. We are killer in this. This Hollywood, then you have to dismiss Kirk. Big decay like clocks in this. Then you win killer, we are killer in this. Black terror could never lick a man like six. Make
God!
we can't be sure about that. Yeah, we friend them.
Now you tell them I want them. We don't know that song here. When we play, we can't left out number here. Jamila! All that money with a tech shop, none here. Hey! Hey! 26 years in our business, professionally. And I'm telling you this now. A 6 minutes, 6. Drop it down, drop it down. Aye, pull up.
Black terror.
I don't know what that chop is. I don't know what that chop is. I don't. Facebook, big up on us. YouTube. You know what it is? No hard and go home. Watch it, watch the madness, you know it. Jump it down. Hold on, hold on. We make music nice.
What make them vex? True, we don't make friends. Gone up down with a little neat reps. Good from belly, the baby to the valley. family make money like politics. We know that I'm a shock them. If you make money,
yeah, what me got now? Money, I'm still there, money. Why? Imagine all this man, and we not done the interview yet.
We not hear them sound.
Everyone!
Them pussy they have your friend. Black terror sound bust them head. We bust on boy. Anything rise against black terror sound after that. Pussy them. Jump and sound. Long time me I tell you say them are dirty. Black terror shotty boy with the Glock 30. Come never stop. Second pass a member we never tell a friend. Both of them a shot. Alright then. Why you know about
Gaza Prince?
Give me the dictionary.
Just give me the cue when you're ready, no lady day. You don't know a thing, go.
Hey, killer son boy, I win in it.
Why?
What's the name of the record if it? If you're this DJ curve, then I'm gonna get you.
Alright.
Before they are not so we get squeezy. We trouble with it like a bunny, we don't live.
Alright.
Any pussy now we read them, I go get sugar.
What?
Black terror sound them we kill yo. They double up couple schemos. I got chillax and go chill.
Big up all that people that are hot here, yeah. Left it this up. Left it this up. Hear that one you know? On!
Feeling to the light.
Feeling to the left. Hold up.
Now we just make a million. New bench clocks to watch past TV and that you said. No money make we to the light. No gun make we to the light.
Mackerel again! Mackerel again! Mackerel again! Mackerel again! Mackerel when you get the food, then me have half in that food, yo, yo! Hey! Hey! Big up everybody on there, yo, yo! Never, 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 never! I don't know the single. The cue that you don't know on the reggae links. You understand? I saw the thing said. You don't know. Why the piece of fire we're born already and nothing not started. Big up the world out there. People from all across the world, big up. But most of all, California, big up. New York, big up. Because right now, we're in the sunny California. And you don't know we're on the show called The Music Link. And the way the link stay, it come like I want dance with that play. And that me I tell you cause lady D, the way the fire start chop already, I'm not reach nowhere yet. The way the fire chop. Yeah. You see it. Big respect to each and everyone.
But you're not easy, you know.
Yeah man, big respect.
Hollywood high.
Be a love man.
Yo, hold on a second. Hollywood.
Yeah man, we do man. Don't worry about that. I just fire, you know. I left all my town like here and thing, but the way the fire at, I can't do nothing else but for just burn the fire.
That's all right.
You see? Yeah man.
That's how it's supposed to go.
Yeah man, then that man.
Listen, y'all don't see that pure Hollywood y'all got right there. Hollywood vibrations right there. Hollywood hype.
Appreciate it.
You hear that? Hollywood
Appreciate
hype.
it.
Your thing
Appreciate
set away, you know that.
Yeah man, I love it.
You know your thing is set away.
Yeah man, I appreciate you for giving me the opportunity to come on your beautiful platform.
Oh, thank you.
Because I love the message where you do. Ain't nobody else doing it.
Oh,
When it comes to reggae music, a lot of people don't really put too much in it.
thank you.
But you're doing a wonderful thing. Every DJ love you because you put food on people's table. Because it doesn't matter if you make the money now, later on.
Right.
Promotion is the key.
Right. Listen, that is the main thing I used to try to tell people.
Yeah.
They would, if I invite them to do things, I ask them to do stuff, they'd be asking me right away. And I'm like, it's just not for me, it's for everybody else.
Exactly.
If you're a musician and you play music for other people and get paid for it, how would somebody else know that want to hire you if they're not seeing no works?
Exactly.
If
People
they're
got
not
to see the
even
good
in
works.
action, or you gotta put yourself out there. So you might have to take a little before you can get the big, for people to see what your worth is. You know.
Real talk.
All right, you guys. Thank you. This lady B here, the Music Link. We here with the one and only Hollywood Hype.
Yeah.
Mr. International DJ. He's played everywhere, boat rides, everywhere. But let's tell the people where you're from.
Really, I'm from Jamaica and migrate into America, you know, at 8-year-old.
Okay.
You know, further my whole education.
So
in
you
America.
got that, you know,
Yeah.
the real original Jamaican.
Jamaican swag.
Yeah.
So you know.
That's why you
yeah.
think. Look, you
Yeah,
ready
my
for-
best of both worlds.
So you grew up with the transition from the reggae
Oh,
going
yeah.
to the American. You was right in the heart of it. That's why your
Yeah.
thing is like it is.
And actually, I was a hip hop DJ at first.
Yo, what?
I was a hip hop DJ because the Jamaican world, it was too back then when you're young, 13, 14, coming up. They're not letting you in the business.
Right.
So I had to go around the business another way. Get a little basement here, start, you know, keeping my own dances and, you know, just come up from there.
Where was you at in New York?
I was in the Bronx,
In the
New York, Bronx.
Okay, see, that's what your thing, your whole makeup,
Yeah.
the whole makeup of you just a mess.
I'm all over.
Wait, this man, you guys just take it in. If y'all not understanding, if you didn't know and you want to know, you finna get it right here.
Yeah.
The man grew up in the Bronx. Now, that was a
Mhm.
whole mecca of people from everywhere. So
Yeah.
if you wasn't international over there, I don't know.
Oh,
Because
man.
you amongst everybody from somewhere else.
Yep.
So you get that balance. That's why you're able to go to every place and fit in so
Every
easily.
place to fit in. I haven't
Easily.
seen one
Every
place.
nationality,
I just came from Guyana.
I'm gonna say, because I'm gonna say, I saw you bust the Afrobeat song and walk away. You had on one thing, you did
Yeah.
some speech and you just
Yeah.
dropped it, and I was like, I didn't know what you was gonna come with, but the Afrobeat kicked in. I said, everything.
Everything, versatile. I do a lot of
Everything.
African parties. I do a lot of soca parties. I used to, I don't know if you know about the Antiguan group Burning Flames.
No, I don't know, but-
Yeah, they sing Tiny Whiny.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
See,
yeah.
I didn't know all the songs, but I don't know the
Oh,
singers. You know,
the singers,
See, you
yeah,
DJ,
so,
y'all
like,
gotta find out. We just
yeah.
like, give me that song that sound like this.
I love all music.
Yeah.
It don't stop at one music. I mean, it starts from, you know, reggae, then you have reggaeton, then you have all kind
True,
of others.
true.
But, you know, I love all music.
That's
because-
the best.
Yeah.
Makes the best DJs when you really love music
Yeah.
and you gravitate to everything. That
Yes.
means you can never say no. When a gig come, we're always ready.
Yeah, you gotta always be ready because you're gonna always have a mixed crowd. You never.
Yeah, true.
All right, look at it. Last night I'm in a Belizean club.
Okay.
It ain't just Belizean in there.
Right.
It's everyone. It's African.
Mhm.
It's Chinese. I even seen some Chinese girls.
Look,
They
LA
was
is a
doing some.
mess.
Yeah, I mean everybody.
Uh-huh.
You know, so you know you gotta be versatile. One way ain't gonna cut it. I even got my reggaeton set up. I do
Okay.
Spanish music and
Yeah,
all
so
that.
yeah, definitely. You gotta have
Because
that
being
too.
in New York is never one thing. You gotta
Yeah.
be versatile.
Yeah.
Nah,
Ready.
Ready
So-
for it.
Okay, so when you was in New York, okay. When did you start getting in the music business? At what age?
I started getting in music business like 12-year-old. I start wanting to, you know, DJs, keep my little events and all that. But remember, Jamaican 12-year-old is like advanced.
I know, that's true.
If you ever go to Jamaica,
Because they cooking on their own, they
They-
leaving their house, going to another town. It's true.
It's so crazy that my daughter, who's like 14-year-old, she be making her own little pancakes and all that. And I'm saying, oh man, you know why you're born down the horse. But I'm thinking, when I was young, at 7-year-old in Jamaica,
for
we
20 people.
was running boat. And I do it myself and I'm, you know, make sure we could eat. But no, you come to America, you adapt this
Right.
way.
Running
like-
boat where y'all went to go and fish and
Yeah.
brought the fish.
yeah, because
business.
yeah, and look at it like this. In America, if a child go to the school and say, "Oh, I just cook,"
Yeah, they're
and
gonna be like,
they're gonna be
"Send
like,
the parents over there."
and then you gotta catch a case.
Okay.
So you know,
How you got the child in there by themselves
Yeah.
cooking? You like, look, they have to
Yeah.
look. They go to a foreigner family house. They're gonna have a problem because they're gonna be like, "What? You see me?
yeah, you see me?
When I was that age."
Yeah, you know what I'm saying, for real, man. So you know, it's beautiful.
For real. Okay, so when you first, what was like the kind of the artists who actually inspired you for what music
All right,
inspired
right.
you first for you to gravitate to the music? Was it the reggae music first, or was it the
But
first?
it have to be the
I know,
reggae
because
because that's like
I-
the root of it. Like you come up, you know, like every other house back in Jamaica when I was coming up, they had a sound system. You see how you see the big speakers and all that. They have a sound system, so it's hard for you as a child coming up not to get in music business. It's hard. You hear that, and remember what we are made from. We're made from burnt carbon. So what you think speaker give off? Speaker have a magnetic field and it give off burnt carbon. That's why when we hear that bass line and that movement, we gotta move.
One night I was in a party and it was hitting me so hard. I was like, I gotta go because I was feeling too much of the music. And I wasn't even close to the
you ain't gotta be close.
But I said, am I gonna have a heart attack or something?
No.
I felt it so much. I really left because I was feeling it.
They don't take it that deep, but the magnetic force that come off speakers and the waves and the current, that's why we feel it so much as a vibration in our body, because that's what we're made from, burnt carbon.
Even the hardcore dudes have to just loosen up when
they gotta loosen up. They gotta loosen up.
Hey, you get it that. Let me think. Okay, wait, we don't go there yet.
Yeah.
First, okay, so what was the first step that you did to actually get into the music business?
Well, the first step I did, I just started building my audience, because you gotta have your own fans. And what you do eventually, you have your friends around. You know, as me, I was keeping parties and I had my little team, and I tell every man, every party we keep, you're in charge to get 10 people to come. You got it. You can't tell me you can't tell me you can't get 10 of your friends to come support your movements. If you say you got a movements and real people around you, you're supposed to be able to say, this is my flyer, this is my function, come out and show me a little love. It shouldn't be
That's why I used to say to artists, just tell your people, if you say you're an artist all the time around your house, somebody got to support you.
Somebody got to.
Tell them come and check you at this place, because you really let them really see you on the mic with the stage.
Exactly.
Tell you, here's the place, the mic and the stage is here. Tell a couple of your people to come. That's all I'm saying. Tell
That's
a couple
all.
people. And if nobody comes, you just on your own.
Yeah.
Who gonna believe that you're ever an artist?
Exactly.
You don't let them see you in the midst.
Exactly. You know, it's the coming up part of it. A lot of people don't know how to come up and go through the door. Like me, I do marketing. So I know how to get something out there real quick. It's not going to be hard for me because I know how to get to people. That's why, like, I had my own radio station in New York.
I remember
in 2004.
Wait,
we ain't get there yet. Oh, we're not there yet.
Okay, so,
all right.
Okay, your first piece of equipment. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, my first piece of equipment was
go?
My first piece of equipment. Listen, what happened? My mom used to give me like, you know, like money to go shopping to go back to school, right? So I used to save all that money and put to the side, because back then I'm young. I don't need all that clothes.
Right.
She giving me a little 3 bills and, you know, go and go shopping back for school. What I do, I take the 3 bills and I went to Canal Street in Manhattan and go buy a little Gemini amps. And then buying the amps now, I start out with some little Techniques, older turntables. It wasn't 1200, and I just started up from there. Just start going from there, and once my friends kept on coming over, they see me buying.
So you in the house killing it.
I'm in the house killing it. And back then, it wasn't so easy. We didn't have laptops. I had to go buy records.
Yeah, I know.
So the difference, back then, you couldn't just be a DJ. Anybody with a laptop could be a DJ now.
Yeah.
You just download music. Back then, I had to buy the music. Why you think you can't even play music like that on the platforms? Because they saying the artists are not getting paid for their music because the records stop selling. So if records stop selling now, everybody is just stealing the artist's music.
True.
The artists can't make no money.
Get paid.
Exactly. So that's what's going on in the business now.
Okay, so what was your first outside gig?
My first outside gig was, oh man, I'm gonna tell you, I was going to Taft High School, and a lady I know, she had a good sized basement. So I rented out the basement for $150. So I'm talking about around 13-year-old. I rented a basement. It was on Morris Avenue in the Bronx, South Bronx, 165 and 166.
Your mind definitely moved.
I got an elephant memory. I remember everything. And I didn't even have the money to make the flyers. The flyers wasn't even good quality as it is now.
Right.
The flyers, but I didn't have that extra money. I just paid $150. I'm a child. I'm 13. But at 13, I don't look like a baby 13
Right.
because I was going to clubs. Me and my friends that older folks was going. We was going to club like House of Leah, Parkside Plaza. You know,
gravitate to older people and
Ex-
blend in
exactly.
good.
Because we from Jamaica, we learned to start business early. I ain't even get to the part yet where I'm gonna tell you when I was 14, I bought my first car.
14. So that was okay from
From the music business.
From the music business.
Yeah.
Okay, so after you did that first thing, after the event was over, and you DJ'd that night too.
Yeah, I DJ.
You know,
all my parties,
now,
I always got a DJ.
Let's just get into that. Just if you can remember.
Yeah.
After you DJ'd that party,
Yeah.
money was made. It was over. Now your mind is like, what? I'm gonna do 2 of these a week. I mean, like, it's on. What was you at?
I'm gonna tell you what happened when we made the money, because I have a real principle with money. So when we made the money, I gave it to my mom and I said, hold on to this for me.
Okay, yeah.
And I said, I'm gonna talk to the lady and try to get it for Friday and Saturday.
Okay.
So that one event right there turned to every Friday and Saturday. This is 166 and 165 Bronx, New York, 10451. That's the zip code. You know what I'm saying? Right there, Morris Avenue. That's where I started out from. I give you everything.
Okay.
You know, I started out from there. We start making, because look, what I was telling you about the flyer thing now, I ain't had no money to make flyers. So what I did, white piece of paper, me just block terrace on and Ninja Hype and, you know.
But so you when you started, you was Black Terrace.
Yeah, Black Terrace on.
Straight up. That's
Straight up.
That's
Straight up.
Wicked.
Wicked. I might play around,
of
but
you, it fit.
yeah, like yeah.
It just fit.
That's how it started. It started like that in my apartment in the Bronx, you know, and then from there it just took off. Like, you know, because you can't say, I could say, oh yeah, me and that business from 1989, but the difference is I wasn't professionally in your house playing music and nobody outside hear you.
When you start connected to the people, delivering and you know what I'm saying, feeling it, that's when you know. Because you don't be scared. You don't have to be scared. No,
you know what?
No
I'm gonna tell you from when I lose my fear of, like, because when you see the crowd looking at you, it could play tricks on your mind.
It definitely can.
So I learned to be independent at like a young age, because I remember I had a guy talking on the mic for me, and I was the one playing the music.
Okay.
So what happened now, one night he wanted to play a song, and I'm like, nah, that song ain't gonna do it, because I'm the one who playing. I got that vibe.
It's the mix, yeah.
And to show you mankind and your own kind, it's a power struggle. He was just like, bro, if you don't play the song, I'm gonna walk off. So I'm like, I ain't playing the song. So what do you think he did? He just walked off on me. And from that day, we just split apart. And I just say, you know what? It's not going to work. I got to start DJing and I got to start talking at the same time.
Okay.
And from ever since, I never depended on nobody. Yeah, the sound is huge and every man is independent, you know, but I never depended on nobody from that moment, because I said, you're my personal friend. You know I don't talk on the mic. Why would you leave me?
Right.
So now show me where you're at. Nah. It's real.
Yeah.
You know, so I'm like, damn, that's how friends do you. And from that moment on, I just say, you know, let me learn to do it. And back then in the days, back in the 90s, you had this thought that Rory from Stone Love, like him, when I said, Shah!
Right.
And so I just run with that thought the whole time. I ain't even care. I ain't get a new one. I just run with that. And then you start mastering it and you just communicating with the crowd and thing. You see a girl who look sexy, you big her up, you compliment her and thing, and you see the man them a drink them beer, you say big up them man over the bar while they them thing. And
the reason that they came out, you like let them know I see you.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm
because that's why people come out. People come out to, people could be having problems at home and just come to a party and just feel good for that little 5 hours or that 4 hours you there.
Right.
So you got to make them feel good.
While they in there.
That's it.
From the gate. I see you like just one of them things. There was so many people there, and I'm just like, for there to be so many people, and the moment is yours. The mic is up loud and thick, and your voice is the only thing popping. Even when you pull the music down, and you be so just secure in it.
Yeah.
I was like, go on, Hollywood.
you gotta understand.
And you
crowd.
be talking to the people like you like, what is that thing about you?
Yeah.
Is that your self-personality where you really be telling them reality stuff? Like you'll take them in a hot song and put down and say, you know what? Because you know some people take that time and be saying some foolishness.
Yeah.
But you would come with some real knowledge.
I try to always motivate at the same time, not just being a DJ. Because remember, the DJ, and just like you who's an interviewer, right? You always have the mic. You're on the rostrum. You're on the pedestal. So while you're on that pedestal like a pastor, you got to do the right thing. So people are there. A dance hall is no different from a church.
Now you said the whole time.
Yeah.
That's all that's going through my head.
Because if you really think, the selector up there is the pastor and the preacher. Because at the end of the day, you got to understand, people are there for different reasons. Some people have family problems. Some people are suicidal, and they just want to see if, you know, how people, they feel around people. So that's all is different.
You know, when I first started going to the party, that's what it was like for me, kind of. Because in that time, the songs, the era of those songs was like all positive. Big up yourself. If you have your keys to your house, you know you look good, you have your own job.
Yeah, motivating.
You know what I'm saying? It used to be all positive stuff. Like, the dudes would come tell you, boy, you work a job, girl, keep up. No.
Yeah.
You go in there and just like, back in them times, girls wasn't worried about guys coming off the wall and talking to them.
Exactly.
Because it was them and the DJ. Okay?
There you go.
Them and those songs of positivity.
There
And
you
I
go.
used to love it. Because, I'm telling you, I used to love it.
Yeah,
Those
for
positive
real.
music. So that's nice to start going for those kind of things. So with you knowing exactly what's going on, that makes your DJing like, it's really on another level. Really on another level. So when you first was getting into your voice, did you say you're gonna be speaking positive things, or you gonna be opposite from everybody else? Did you decide on that, or is it just a natural thing?
Yeah, I decide on it because we gotta understand, if you're a DJ and you're pleasing the community and you're pleasing the people, you gotta please them. So some DJs, they're too much into themselves. So the fact they're into themselves, they're never really pleasing the people. They forget them. The difference with me, I go to a party. It's really, I go to a party and I don't know at least probably 10 or 15 people in there. So when I go to that party, what I try to do, I try to, ask somebody who I know. If it's an area I don't know, I say, who is the top man? Who's the hot chicks? And then once they tell me what I do, I put it in my phone, in my note. So they would say, yeah man, Bamboo Crew, and them I spend the money. And they will say, them gal and them topless, this and that. So you want to highlight them. And then everybody else just falls in place. Yeah. That's it. Because me now, I'm not going just to please myself by DJing and thinking I'm the hottest DJ. I'm not the hottest DJ. Every day a little young you come up and I'm more better. But you got to understand the era and the time. I put in 29 years in music. So the people who grew up with me, they're always going to say Hollywood hype. It's just like a Stone Love. They're in the business for 40 years. I wouldn't think that I could match up to their level. No. I got to put in time.
You gotta be
I put in 29, and what 29 feel like is what I'm doing. So as you grow older in any business, just like McDonald's, they didn't just come, they started from in the 50s. So you just gotta understand, a lot of DJs, they give up because they saying, okay, oh, nothing now, boy, nobody ain't booking me, nobody ain't gonna book you, it don't work like that. In music, it's an investment. Nobody ain't gotta book me because I always got money to keep a party myself. When I came into business, I was keeping parties. Nobody know me to hire me. You gotta prove yourself to people. And then once you keep a party and people go, they're going to start swinging your name. Yo, we got a name chatting on it loud. So now I got all the promoters start wanting to know, who's this kid? And then at the end of the day, these DJs, what they don't understand, they're just playing music and people are just there like a zombie dancing, just dancing their mind away. Let me tell you something.
What did I do to you?
I'm an entertainer.
Yeah.
When I go to a party, I'm entertaining you. I'm changing your energy. If you come there with a bad vibes, it might be a night that I fake sliding on the floor just so you can laugh. Right. Probably just trip.
You put it all in there.
Just to make you laugh because it's called entertainment. And what I just did, I just changed your whole mood. And what I do, I feel good.
And you ain't lost no rankings. People be doing things thinking they're going to fall off, and nobody's going to see you. Just loosen up and feel free with the people.
That's it.
You know?
A lot of people don't know how to correspond and communicate with people, and I'm good at that. I'm good. I can reach out to anyone. So when I go to a party, I just say, yo, tell me a song where you would I want to hear. You know, I'm
Make
there
it
to please the
happen.
promoter,
Exactly.
and at the same time, I ask the promoter, give me 10 songs that you love. Cause every promoter have their
They
favorites.
picking you to come play it.
So you gotta get into them. Just don't take their
Yes.
money.
Right.
Just ask them.
Dang, you got me all messed up over here.
Yeah, man. You know.
Wait a minute, he got me all messed up
Yeah,
because
man.
this format,
Big
you
up,
guys,
sauce.
all the DJs, I'm telling you guys, this is what this is for. It's so beautiful because I'm just enlightened by this much that he's saying, but those are real things that he's talking about. When people hire you, talk to them on a different level.
Yep.
What do you guys want from me exactly? Is there some, your song, give me your list. Really make
you
it
go.
like business so you're pleasing the people.
At the
You know
same
what I'm saying? At
time.
the same time. And even with just that alone, when people are done with you, they'll say to their friends, this guy really worked with me, he asked me this stuff.
Exactly.
Not only is he business, he's a person too. Like he's a
Human being.
human being.
Mhm.
Sweet, I love that. That's like I'm
Yeah.
just going. I'm picturing you
I
over
know.
all your gigs.
I know you ain't expect this one to be like. I know you're not. Yeah, but
Look, I'm picturing you all of your gigs, just like
Yeah.
man, with them coming out so good.
yeah.
You prepping before it to make sure. That's
Exactly.
what I'm trying.
I
to
make
get
sure
at.
that pot come out good. You know, you
Yeah.
cook some food on the right season.
Yeah.
So when I DJ for someone, I make sure I cook that good, season it up good.
Yeah.
Because every promoter got their friends coming, and you want to ask them, all right, who you dog them? Who you want to big up on this? People feel good with just hearing their name, hearing the DJ, who's the center of attention
Yeah.
and attraction. Just say
They
their
want to know
name.
what am I going on with?
Exactly. So you have to just know to deal with people in general.
You know what? I'm not gonna change it, but when you said that saucy, let's go
Yeah.
back because you had a sauce at one time,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
I remember you was. Is that where the sauce came in from you and this saucy vibration?
No, all right. I'm a person like this. I've eaten every pepper I think in the world, and I could just eat any pepper. I could sit here and I could just eat any
Eat
pepper,
everything.
eat everything,
Oh, Lord.
seed everything, Scotch bonnet pepper, ghost pepper, bird pepper, every pepper. So I just love pepper. And me personally, when I'm working at a party, I don't drink
Okay.
because I'm going to do business. I'm not drinking because you got to understand what liquor do to you.
Come on.
So I don't care how you say, oh, me I drink long time. Nah, I'm working.
You're working.
I'm giving you the best
If I had
at
the
it.
money to pay you, come on.
Yeah, man,
Go on
yeah.
and work.
Yeah, I'm
That's how
working,
you're
man.
supposed to do the thing. Boy,
Yeah,
go on with
yeah.
your, pick up yourself. Go on and tell me some more about this, right?
Yeah, exactly, man.
Look, this is how you're supposed to do
Yeah,
the thing. You know what I'm saying?
that's it.
See, this is so beautiful because this is when you don't know. It's now you know.
No.
If you want to know the formulas of how things
Yeah.
is, you're gonna come like
Yeah.
a regular because it's making money for you to
Mhm.
put on your table to feed your house. You can't go out there and accidentally do something a little bit wrong to mess it up or jeopardize it. Stay
Exactly.
straight and narrow while you out there.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? When I see you when it's party time, it's party time.
It's
When
party
you're
time. I don't
working,
play with
you
that.
work.
I don't play with that. When it's work, it's work. Like when you're at your job, you gotta work. You can't
And there's
do all.
rules, yeah.
Yes, it's
Drunk,
rules. And
drinking.
this is it. Sometime I go to a party, talk to me before I start because
Yeah, people
once
get
I
some
start
reason
the
to hit you
music,
while you're
everybody.
DJing.
Now you just want to ask me something about when we was going to school, like,
Right.
yo, you remember this one? Like, yo,
I saw this
it's the
one
wrong
video.
time.
You was DJing and somebody came in and you looked and you was like, you was DJing and then he just stepped back a little bit corner and you glanced and you said, oh, such and such. You was like, yeah, man, work, man, work. You know what I'm
Hey,
saying?
like, come on, I don't bother you when you at your
Yeah.
job. Like, I'm
They be
working.
so excited. They be like, that's my friend up
I
there. They wanna,
know,
you
but
know.
you gonna
But they gotta respect
just
your thing,
you gotta
yeah.
respect my thing because just saying something to me, you gonna cut
Throw
my
you
whole
off.
vibes.
Yeah, man.
And then sometime the party be up to a level, and then somebody gonna come and ask you for a song that's down here,
Right.
and they don't have any conscience. When they ask you for that song, they stand right up there over your head, waiting. It don't work like that because what's gonna happen now? You asked me for a song, and I was already in like a reggae segment,
Right.
and you asking me for a hip hop song.
Right.
It's not gonna work at
Yeah.
that time. You gotta give me a little chance to get in that groove and
Right,
build my
right.
thing around that.
Right.
And any songs can
That's
play.
real DJing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
any songs can play because certain songs, all we're doing is matching BPMs to the heart.
Yeah.
That's it. Some songs is
Say that.
105.
Make her know that. You
Yeah.
matching what? Tell them what
We're
you
matching
doing.
BPMs to the heart. That's why
heart.
it's called beats per minute. You understand? So the end of the day, if you playing a song, you got the people that worked up. You see, I was just playing.
Right.
I make sure when I'm doing interviews, I play a certain songs Because once you get worked up at first, you see a party, you got to build the crowd and climb the ladder and take your time, go up. But when you doing an interview, you got to punch that.
Okay, right away.
Right away.
Right.
Boom! You don't start off with no slow song and try to get into it. You didn't prove yourself. I gave you 5 minutes or 10 minutes.
Okay.
You did like, nah.
Okay.
You gotta just hit it. Sometimes you got people go to the party. They go to parties to hear probably 5 or 6 songs. They top songs. So they're just there. All everything else, they're just listening. They're like, okay, I'm there. And when they looking at it, watch it like, damn man, I've been for 3 hours, like, and now they tight. You know, and then that person may not drink like that. He probably drink 2 drinks and he still ain't hear his song.
Yeah.
So what I
gotta
do,
drop the mic on this man. This man got it.
No.
You
So
got
what
it.
I do, I watch everybody in the party. It doesn't matter what people may think. I'm somewhere high looking at every vibes. Because you know what? I'm at a little spot last night and I see a dude, he was drinking a Hennessy and just, you know, holding his vibe by himself, and I start playing, I'm there, I'm holding my vibe, and the next thing I know, I just seen him snuff somebody. Pow!
What?
So I'm just saying that's how quick you could come out of your zone. And I said on the mic, brothers, come on man, look at the time we in. We preaching one thing, then doing another. You talking about Black Lives Matter, and right now, like brother, we mad, you know, we ain't gotta go right there right now. And just the words of wisdom, that brother like throw up the peace sign, shook his hand like, what I'm doing this for, and not to say nothing, I don't drink dark liquor. Because dark liquor, to be honest, it's a devil's drink. When you drink that Hennessy, I'm telling you, you're feeling like Superman. I drink vodka, I drink rum. You know, I'm sorry, I'm not drinking nothing dark, because the dark is gonna mess you up, and I don't want to feel out of pocket. Because if somebody do something to me at that time,
be ready.
You know what I'm saying? What I'm gonna say? Oh man, I was drunk. Nah, so I don't go like all them staying at your layer.
Yes, I see you when you're home though. You be
but when I'm home, I'm drinking vodka.
That's what I said. You can just relax without
exactly.
that. You know what I'm saying?
That's it. I gotta be watching my back.
Doing your thing, you can't be moving like that. Some people move. That's why I don't drink. I be scared. I'm like, when I get home, like, why would I risk things happening to me? Trying to be drinking, you know. Anyway, tell us about, if you remember your first gig when you got paid.
The first gig
good,
I got.
when you got paid good. When you was like, they request for you to come play with them and they paid you good.
Well, remember, I told you I started out as an independent contractor. So basically, we was working for ourselves and making so much money, keeping our own dance. So making our own money, we ain't care about playing for people, because we had a spot every Friday and Saturday. But then when people start hire us, and back in the 90s, you know, you bringing a whole sound for $300.
Right.
You're bringing big speakers,
working hard,
and then you have some tops on, then we charge $5. But it wasn't like now, because in the 90s ain't gonna be like in the 2020. So you know, but once I started working for myself, every promoter was swarming us. That's when the music started splitting up, meaning like I had to have 2 different sets of records and dub plates, because now we're in our spot Friday and Saturday, and then people want to book us for another event, and now we're just trapped. We're trapped being there. And not every time you got to actually take the system, because another system would have this system and you could play on the system. So we had to start buying another set of records, and now the thing bigger. You have other DJs with up on Black Terror, and they could stay here and I could go eat that food instead of telling them I know. Fridays and Saturdays is a big night.
That's a bit. For a long time, that was it. In LA, we got handicapped because our nights ended up Thursday, and
I remember Tuesday, Tuesday, Jamaica Gold. I was going up there. I was
then
there.
On Fridays and Saturday nights, we be sitting around here like nobody, because then nobody want to throw a dance and clash with nobody else and end up the night.
That's how it was back in the days. Certain promoters, they the only one was keeping dance. But no, times change. Different people come, and the reason why different people could come in the game, because they already have their crowd. Every young youth I keep them dance. They have their crowd. People don't have to sit down now and wait on name brand promoters to keep dance.
True.
Yeah, so you know.
You did used to wait for see
Yeah.
who's doing stuff now.
Yeah, see who doing
like you was brainstorming back then,
Yeah.
and they're doing it now. Like,
Yeah.
let's keep something over here. You got some area, whoever got a spot
Yeah.
in an area, we're gonna make it happen,
There
okay?
you go.
Get us somebody on that bar and we be good.
Exactly, exactly.
Okay, so what was the your first in New York, you're out of New York.
Out of New York, at the first place we've been, let's see, Pennsylvania, that's easy. We always go to Pennsylvania.
Okay.
Connecticut is right next door to the Bronx, so we always going there.
Okay.
And as far as flying out, the first place I flied out to, I think it was Texas.
Yeah.
I went to Texas, did a party out there back in like '93.
Was
And
it a trip to go to out of state and see that same kind of, the music scene
well,
kind
Nah,
It
it
was
doesn't
different?
matter where you go in the world. I'm gonna be honest to you. The music level that New York is on, LA, them not catch that yet. Probably 6
Never.
months later, them not catch it because you see when me even play last night, some of the juggling, it not reach yet because them, you know what I'm saying.
Right.
So when you go to Texas now, the Jamaican them down there gonna be more like a country part of Jamaica. Like you have Kingston and then you have country. So when you got them place, you know, the trick now, what you're doing at home for them to request you, do the same thing there. Don't go there and because you see the people in my dress in a baggy pants, pepper seed pants and big heel boot, you start playing like some countryman. That's the worst mistake. They bring you down there because they want you to still be
What they heard
Hollywood
about.
hype.
Right.
Don't because you go down there and you see be older people and compared to when you go to LA, you see younger chicks in the party and younger dudes flossing. For them crowd, would that be all some big man, different places gonna be different people.
Right.
But they still want that energy they seen.
Yeah.
Don't go over there, go treat them like a country people.
For real.
And
right?
that's where DJs get it wrong all the time. Just go and perform your best. People like you for what they like you for.
Did you ever have a night where you
Bad night?
yeah, where you wasn't good?
Well, every DJ's gotta have a bad night. You know, you get a bad night all the time. I mean, like now that I mastered the game, I don't really have too much bad night because you master it, you perfect it. But coming up, of course you're gonna have a bad night. And I'm gonna tell you why you have a bad night back then. Back then we didn't have so much music.
Right.
My laptop now, I don't know if I have probably 100,000 music, and then I have another hard drive with other music. So I could never not do good.
Right.
Because all I'm going to do is
You know where to go.
read what the people, you know where to go. But back then when you was buying records, you ain't got a lot of money to be, I'm a youth. I'm not a big money if you buy a whole heap of record. So you find out, so now you go to a party with your little crate of records, and the DJ who played before you played
Everything.
half of your box. It can't happen now because it's computer. But like back then you type, where you like, man, you cripple your juggling. Because remember, you already planned. You just bought these
Especially if you
records.
there too, watching them play them. Oh, hurt.
Man, let me tell you, yeah. So when a DJ play your segments, not now, but back then, when a man play with your segment, you ain't got too much to do. You got to do the main trick that every DJ do. When a DJ is last in a party, especially a reggae DJ, and you hear these songs, love and hate can never be
You can never
there.
go wrong.
That's when he's searching the dance. Are you here? It's a natural mystic flowing through the air. Are you one love? Listen, you're gonna get a forward. I don't care what time you play a Bob Marley.
Any of those, I'm telling you.
War and this a war. It doesn't matter what. Dennis Brown, Bob Marley. Whenever you play those, that's guaranteed. And when you play that now, you neutralize the playing field.
Right, to see where you're gonna go. next.
Because don't ever follow what another DJ doing. Don't follow.
Yeah.
Do what you do.
Come in and touch
Don't
the
make.
people.
You see, when a DJ, if a DJ get a half an hour, and he's gonna pick up in his last 10 minutes. You see that 10 minutes there? He more born be a fire because he knew him time
Right.
are done. And see, when you're wrapping up your round, believe what they say. You save the best for last.
Okay.
So a DJ, I go beat your bad when he come off. You know? Play with everything, you know. So when you go on, you like, oh man, where I'm gonna go? Where I'm gonna go? Like me, the difference with me, it's hard to really catch up with me because I play music kind of fast towards the tempo where I'm going with it. So me playing it fast already done played 4 segment. And what I mean I played 4 segment, I play reggae, I play calypso, I probably play reggaeton, I probably play rock and roll. So I try to touch a lot of different things because I'm trying to grab everyone in the audience. One to the 2 Mexican whether they one to the 2 Spanish. We can do something for him.
Right.
One to the 2 Guyanese. Oh, bang, yes,
and you would say it too. You would point them out and say, hold on, you see you
me
over
have
there,
something
listen."
for you. Me have something for that one you feel. Don't move. That one you are your one. A your one, that one you. That one you express.
Yeah.
And not even FedEx and a FoodX. That one you express.
Look, I done seen just videos too. Even me in a party, you just be like, no one else is there now. You be like, you and the DJ. And that's what you go pay your money for them couple of
For
minutes.
them to entertain you.
Yo, a couple of minutes.
Let me tell you something. I'm not going to look and say, yo, the dance no pick up yet. Only
Yeah,
3 people
people
in
are-
there.
yeah.
No, they
As soon as
pay
people
their
come
money.
in the door, they
They
look.
pay to get entertainment.
Yeah.
You have to play and start work with
It's
them.
on you though. The
Yeah.
DJs have to realize it's
Yeah,
on you.
it's on you.
Don't think that the dancers is gonna get this thing popping on.
Nah.
Whoever's just as sexy is.
Yeah.
It's on you to make this party what it's
You
gonna
got to
be.
make sure you know what you're going to do with that one person to dance.
Yeah.
And you see me, I'm slick. I'm slick. So what I mean, let's say I want to make a brethren and him did it from early. What me do? If him not drink, I'll buy him some liquor and get him warm up now.
Right,
So
'cause
right
you
now,
know
so
he
me
can
get
do
him by my side.
Yeah.
So everything me play, no matter where me play, him a go there and move.
This one right
I
here.
lick and make him move, you know. And when me I do it, I lick and make him move. But the first thing I said, John, know that me see a like a 20 and all. But
Yeah.
what I did, I just got him on my side.
He on your side. So you know what? Anytime he
Hey,
hear your
listen.
name, anytime he this can't nobody tell him about you.
Any dance I go, especially if it's my tone, if I don't bring a hype man with me, I just find somebody in the crowd. Because it's always a liquor youth in the crowd want to be the next
right.
Bogle, or
Yeah.
the next John Hype,
True.
or the next Ding Dong.
Okay, and you done spot him. You like, give me
I
that
spot
dance
him.
again.
Me I go say, yo, come in, man. Where your name? And him tell me his name. He
Yeah.
gonna feel good. Hollywood hype.
See what I'm
Keep
saying?
screaming his name.
Yeah, man.
And that gonna make him even dance harder.
Right.
You gotta know. You gotta know how to deal with people.
Yeah.
I would want the same love from
Exactly.
someone, so why not give it?
Come on.
You have the rust on the pedestal, give it.
Yo, big up Hollywood hype. you
Yo,
guys.
yeah,
Let
man.
me be here, the music.
Sauce,
link,
man.
we
They don't
give
know
it
the
to you.
music links.
That's saucy. What?
Yeah, man.
I like
That's
that
sauce.
for real. He laying it down.
Yeah,
Y'all-
man. Bless
Y'all
up.
better take notes, our DJs. Take notes because he give it to you.
Yeah.
DJ
Nah, man, we
school
have to
right
give-
here.
yeah, man, we
okay?
have to give it to them,
Music
man.
Connect school right here. If you got, listen, I mean, look, I am a DJ, I guess, sometimes,
Yeah.
but the way he breaking it down make me want, I tell all my DJ friends,
Yeah.
these are little secrets. I mean, not secrets, but
No,
formulas.
I want them
where
to
they
know.
connect with the people because even for you too, you say like how you've been doing things and everybody can't go along with you, they don't understand.
Yeah.
It's, if you've committed to your formula of how you're doing things, it's you.
Yeah.
It's up to them to see what you're doing and see that it's working.
Yeah.
Over the years that I've known you and I've seen you from the first time I met you, you've always been pushing positive vibe and how, you know, you doing things on a level, you're going to get it better, and it's going to be hotter and peppery and saucy. Okay, so I remember, the sauce, after you had the sauce,
Yeah.
then you went into, Hollywood Hype. When did you start coming
All right.
with the Hollywood
All
Hype?
right. I'm gonna show you something now. This is before the Hollywood hype.
Okay.
It was Ninja
Ninja.
hype.
It
was Ninja Hype.
Ninja Hype.
And how the Ninja, it was Ninja first, and then a party I went, and another DJ actually gave me the name Hype in a disrespectful manner,
Yeah.
and I said, you know what, when I should have probably said something, I said, you know what, you're right. As from this day, it's gonna be Ninja Hype. And that club was 921 East 163rd Interville Avenue in the Bronx.
Mm-hmm.
I went to DJ with a sound back in the 90s. It was a basement called Super D Lounge, then it's Ebony Lounge. And I'm DJing. No. First of all, this guy was a DJ, a veteran, and him did a play, and I reached there about half an hour before me and him started playing. Him all play first because the lineup, he reached before me, so him all play first. And him play half an hour. I notice him go over the half an hour, 5 minutes, I still turn up there, look at me watching in the 45 minutes now, 15 minutes night time. So I say, well, go on, my brother, man, I die in a half an hour. He not even talk to me, so I guess because he was on a different level than me at the time, and me a youth. He must send a big man off here and say to no youth. So I see the man gone, something 55 minutes night time now. So I say, brother, you really not no conscience, you know. And him remarks, him couldn't reason me with them on a man thing. Oh, me I play 2 more and make some man come in. Huh? Someone go on like them hype. Someone go on like them hype. And I say, that's a good name. That's a good name. And I'm going to run with that name. So when I came in, my time to play, you know, I came in because everybody know what was happening.
Right.
People aren't stupid.
So you really got to come with.
So when I came in with fire.
Yeah.
So you see, because the way him already I try style me and I put me under his feet. When I come in with a fire and say, people, as from this night, is no more ninja. It's ninja hype, because the sound man said, I'm moving hype. And he really don't know the meaning of the word hype. The meaning of the word hype is promotion and getting a point across.
Right.
So, oh, me act hype no. If you want to say I'm hyperactive
Right.
or something, but not just I try insult me, so
And don't know what he's saying.
me style him back and say, no, since you say me name hype, me I go show you who hype. And you see, I wasn't coming on to play all of the top tune back then.
So you came killing them straight
Me
off.
did come on, every selector want come on and feel the dance.
Right.
Me say when me come on, me just come on hot. And all I know, you have a ninja man say, when me come on and kill. There's nothing I can do to take to kill it. A ninja, you can't kill a ninja. There's nothing you can do to take the away ninja. Yo, when me start, I chew a beer word. And mind you, me always have a large gathering. And compared to the old man, them where him have a par with him, me have about 10, 15 of my high school friend them, just in case if him want to feel froggish. And from that day him say, nah, play with me no more. And after that, but he never understand the difference how I market in the business. In order to stay in music, every sound need a home.
Yeah.
So in our career coming up, we'll always have a home. Meaning somewhere where people can always come and your sound is there. It doesn't matter if we are playing at one club for 3 years or we always have a home.
Right.
We had a home because we had the basement. He was homeless.
Oh yeah. Okay.
He's just going around, hopping around. He's homeless. We got a club.
So you
And then he came
was really
in.
bigger than him.
I
if
was
you
bigger
really
than
look at
him,
it.
but he had a bigger name than me because
Right.
he established, got a couple more
Right.
years. Me about 14, 15.
But with
Him
you
a big
having
man
a
already.
home,
Yeah,
just throw his
but
whole
me
thing
having
out
a
the gate.
home, and then guess who start coming to our place, come and look friend. No, we not pay him no mind. See who flap and come out of business and reach there.
You let him DJ?
No, he just came to start look girl because I'm learning music. Jamaicans are always, the man them always a look at girl. It don't matter, I just Jamaican, it's the culture. Them can't allow a girl to walk past with a fat body and big breast. Them can't, all when them wife in the toilet, them a go, that's just the culture. And you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, we had all the girls at our spot.
Okay, so they
Because them love where we are going with.
Right.
They didn't want to go to the older spots because they play too much old people music and our young people. Back then, older people like, yeah, on the team, so what's that party? Go on the yard. They was on that.
Right.
But they wasn't ready for the changing of the world. That's why me keep up and them still at talk about, oh, music change. You got to change with times.
Right. You gotta change the time.
If I ain't changed with time, I wouldn't have been using a laptop.
Right.
I would have still carrying around turntables and getting
Yeah.
corns in my hand from bigger speaker box.
Right.
But times change.
Yeah.
Go with the changes.
True.
Yeah, man.
Man.
What? My thing is too much, right?
No, man.
I didn't even tell you.
I'm just
I had a
saying
club
that.
in the Bronx.
Okay, tell me about that.
I had a club in the Bronx once again, but that's later on when we start getting big.
Okay.
So 2004, I said, get a radio station.
Okay. Yes.
So we have a radio station, and I say, all right, now that you have the radio station, because people don't understand in life.
Wait, I don't know. Was that the same radio station? Cause I remember you having a truck. Was that out here? Because you had a truck out here.
No, the truck I had, that was my personal truck, my Hummer.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
come on, stop, man. Yeah, that was just my Hummer, and I had the truck that I wrapped for the radio station. And that one, You know, that was when I had the club 2004. Same time, because you can't have a radio station was so powerful and don't utilize the benefits.
Okay.
We got people listen to us every day. So my mom got a building in the Bronx.
Okay.
So I said, here we go. We're gonna build a club, call it BT Launch, the Black Terror.
Okay.
So we started that now, and it took off like a lightning. 2 levels upstairs and downstairs are gone. Our club, we have a home again. Take off. Then I came with a drink.
Let's pick up a couple of your crew. How many DJs did you have on Black Terror?
Well, when we start, I mean, we changed a lot of DJs, but as far as the company Black Terror now, because we don't do our thing like a regular sound man. We don't have no kind of idea what they're doing. Our thing is registered. Like Black Terror is a registered corporation.
Okay.
So we don't look on it like so we have selectors. You know, a corporation, you have the CEO, the CFO, the treasurer, or the president. So everybody have their own duty.
Okay.
When you making people feel like, oh, you're just coming in as a selector, it's not much to look forward. You give a person ownership, a title.
Yeah.
No grown man want to run around.
Put in.
That's gonna make them put in. Like I tell these sound man, no young youth that's coming around you is gonna be with you forever unless you stone love. Let me tell you the trick now. You could get a young youth to be around you forever if you basically make him into a partner. A person would feel good to know they're working towards something than just working for someone. I remember we skin color black. So the man not go want you always be on top of them.
True.
So when you make, if you don't give a person that kind of leverage, what's gonna happen? You only are gonna get 10 years out of them. You only gonna get 10 years out of a young youth who come play your sound as a selector. As you cut him in and say, this is your brother. Me want you treat it like your. Me want you go out there, get a date. A man have to come for me. Nobody have no power struggle while worry about who's the boss, and that's where we go wrong as people.
Right.
Because everybody want to be in charge. I never wanted to be in charge. I never wanted to play the sound. I just wanted to just hook up the equipment and just playing at it around, just like a weepo from Stone Love, but it ain't work that way. A man come around you.
They want you.
The first thing them want to do.
Staple them already.
The first thing them do every time them come around, they stay, and once them get little popularity or little fame, then go and build sound for themselves. You understand? So that's what you're gonna get, because that's people. They're not gonna be loyal to you for too long. You just have to know to deal with people. Because everybody wants to own something for themselves. So if a man come in from the jump, you just say, yo, brother, no boss thing around you. A partnership, a business we run. Every man are considered equally. No boss something now go on. So when they deal with people like that, it kind of better. So the Ninja work all the way up until 2007. 2007, I changed my name to Hollywood Hype.
Hollywood Hype, you guys.
And that was my party. I wanted you to check it out one day on YouTube. My birthday party with Bounty Killer I kept in the Bronx.
Okay.
That was the last time Killer came to New York.
Wow.
And I'm telling you, shut it down. That party, it was so ram. And the money when we make off of that party, that's what I'm saying. When I keep events, the money you make is... No, you know what? If you don't hire me, don't worry about it. I'm always going to keep a dance. If you don't hire me, and to show you, because people are going to say, oh, every second them keep a dance. I got a trick for that too. Because you know people bad mind and stay. If them see you keep 2 dance back to back, them not think says your money, you know. Them are going to say, oh, you're greedy, you're this and that. So the trick when we do for that now, there's somebody in every party who would like to keep a party, but they just don't have the money to keep it. And me, I'm an asset. I have the music, the sound system already, and the promotion don't pop. We work together. You use your name, front it. Yeah. That's it. You have to know a business. If you want to stay in a business, you got to understand what it takes to stay in business.
They keep seeing your name.
The more hate.
Yeah.
That's mankind. There was a thought, nothing different. It's so easy to hate. Easy to do bad than good. It's so easy to do bad. Look at all these youths out here. Every day you can tell them, oh, make we go do this and do that. But tell them to pick up a book and do the right thing now. Oh man, that's too long, man. I ain't trying to get in there, man. Yeah.
Okay, so the Hollywood Hype.
Yeah.
So that's when you changed the name and you started with the THH.
Yeah, the THH movement.
Because I remember you were out here with the THH movement.
Yeah, I got a lot of products in that THH. I even got my own drones and all that. Yeah, because it's branding. It doesn't matter if you make the money today, later on down in life.
At some point. That's the same.
Yeah.
Just like all these Gucci that they took their name or they brand
There you
whatever,
go.
and everybody picked up. So when I see you in the white Vibez stuff, Sky,
Yeah, man,
Vibez stuff,
Sky,
when I see you
Hollywood
guys
all
doing your
day.
thing,
Yeah.
that it's
A lot of
the
products.
same way how we picked up Nike is the same way how you guys doing it. You start sharing it to people,
that's it.
and if they like it, they'll pick it up.
That's it.
Same thing.
That's it. And that's what people don't understand.
You do that, man.
Yeah.
You guys really do that. And you guys, I'm gonna thank you, Lady B here, the music
Lady
we
B.
hear.
Oh, God.
Hollywood Hype, you guys, the one and only. You know what I'm saying? Tell us about when you first came to LA too, because you know LA, we
man.
love you.
Oh, man.
LA, you got your people here. We love you. I
I
remember
love LA, man.
back then when you first was getting on the mic, this energy, it was like,
Energy.
you know, when them piece of candies that you chewing and just trick you with that.
I know, right? Because when I came here, I ain't think nobody was talking fly as me on the mic. They, everybody did still up on, them do them thing, but they not talk so nasty and vulgar, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And I came in 08. Virgin and bring me over here, Mackerel and Henry, one dancing at
Oh, yeah,
Chateau
macro.
Barry.
Look at yourself, macro. You done know.
Yeah, man.
He just told me the other day too. You know he did about,
Yeah, I heard it. Yeah, so that dance, and then from then, I even moved out here.
Yeah, man. You
Moved
used to live by
out
the
to-
beach. You used to
Yeah,
live by
right
the
there
beach.
by Avovida. Right across the street from Shakey's. And listen what, LAX bought me out because they was tearing that whole place down, right down the block.
Yeah, 'cause I was
Between La Cienega and Aviation Boulevard.
Uh-huh.
I lived there from 2010 straight back until them tear it down. They like, yo, we gonna tear it down. I think they gave me like $50,000. I think 2015 because they had to pay you to move out.
Yeah, they had to pay all
But
that.
it feels so good because I ain't just rent that area just to really rent it to live. Really, I always wanted somewhere close to the airport.
Yeah, right.
Because I'm like a fleer. Sometimes you have to get up and go.
Right.
And LA traffic terrible.
Right.
So I never want to go too far. So I make sure I stay right by the airport. Even though it is pricey, the whole place a minute because when I rent it already, you see, I link with the right type of people and we can give me insights.
Yeah.
People gotta understand the levels of friends.
Friend, come on.
So when somebody told me
This man right here, I'm telling you.
when someone told you,
Wait,
go ahead.
let me
Yeah.
say, you know, people have friends and don't even pay attention to nothing that they do.
No, they don't.
Nothing that they do.
Yeah.
You want to keep going over here and get loans for people. This and that. You don't even know this person been working for the bank 20 years.
Exactly.
And even though they're friends, they can do things for you.
Exactly.
You know, don't look at them on what, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm telling
That's
you.
crazy.
Yeah.
Give people their props for what they're worth.
You got to.
You know what I'm saying?
But nobody celebrate you. And that's just it. I was just saying it to a friend of mine the other day. Look at it like this. We could go to the church and praise the pastor. We could do all of these things. Praise your boss. You go to work and you go to work for like a desk job and it's snow in New York and your boss tell you, go get the shovel and clean it up. You know how quick you clean up that snow there? Just because people respect authority than family and friends. If I ask my friend to take up something for me on the floor where drop, I'm gonna say, dog, where you not do it? You not have hand. Comparing if him boss or a police tell him to take up something because people afraid of authority. You see them take it up quick. That's why people don't celebrate
don't
their
feel
friends.
less than nothing. Just that we here together,
Yeah.
and if you see the paper there, you need to respect the area we in together. What's wrong with
Exactly.
you? I don't want to see it there. You shouldn't want to see it there neither.
People don't really understand that. It's just like some people are in a relationship, right? And they don't compliment each other. Like a man is not going to tell his wife, say, oh man, you doing good. I like that drive. You also motivate me. Nobody want to do that because everybody's so macho.
You think he gonna
Me
get
not
some
no
high, he gonna
problem.
leave you.
Me not no problem for do that. Me I tell my wife, say, yo, man, I lie.
Yeah.
Everything where you don't turn me on, everything. You
right.
got to because self-motivation is
And you
big.
be doing that when you DJ too.
Oh,
You tell
yeah.
a girl, if your man don't tell you this and that, you need to leave him.
Yeah,
Hey.
Yeah.
You tell
No,
him.
me no want them beat me up. Don't make a man
No,
beat
but I'm
you up.
just
Me
saying,
know
like,
me-
you
No,
should know
but-
your word. You tell him when you know. You should
exactly.
know.
Yeah,
You
but
know.
but you know what messed that up? Sometimes people basically them in a relationship for the wrong thing.
Yeah.
Sometimes a man really, him no want that girl. Like I don't have him woman when now left. But here was just like every time a kid, all when you buy him the same candy and him walk past a candy store, him a tell the same one something. And that's it. That's all. So sometimes, you know, we just laugh, but you know.
Hollywood Hype, you guys, right here, the music link, you guys.
Music link, for real.
Black Terror Sound.
Oh.
He's been, what, how many years?
29 years.
29 years Black Terror Sound.
Been around.
You know what I'm saying? He's been around, DJing so many parties. Have you did the whole U.S.?
I think probably a couple states I haven't been. Probably more 5 more states me not go. But the state that we not go, reggae not big up there, like Alaska and places like that, and you know certain places.
What about when you the first time you went home to go DJ?
Oh man, that's 94.
What was that vibe like?
Oh, it's no vibes like that, man. That was 94. First dance I kept down there was Earth, Wind, Land. And looking up, everything is hand to hand. Because you see how I was telling you from, we got in that basement at 1990, come up to when I went to the place and the man with my name and all of that.
Right.
I could give you straight up. And then, remember, you know, even when I played at the basement, 1994, I went to Jamaica to keep a dance because I'm saying, you can't just let your stuff in America. Back and forth.
Okay.
Back and forth.
From when you first came,
Yeah. So what happened now? My stepfather was working for like Dynamic Sound with Byron Lee, where them do all the music.
Okay.
So as a youth, I had my own record label. It's a Black Terror Music Group.
Okay.
We had and all the little artists them in our community. We just bring them, put them on rhythm, get me rhythm built on Sliping Road, and we just do our own thing. I ain't make no money off it, but to know you have all these things on your resume, feel good. You know, we starting back the music thing right now. Me and my partner, them, you know, in the Black Terror team, and it feel good for no say you do all them things from then, but going to Jamaica and play is beautiful, beautiful. But you know, me love country dance more though.
Was you nervous to play?
In Jamaica, yeah, I feel nervous, man.
Come on,
I feel nervous because hold on now.
All the OGs.
All the OGs, all the OGs. Hold on now, I'll show you something now. That dance in 94, that time at Gregory Park, I like a place named Earth in Land. Then the next dance we keep now, we keep a dance called New York Link Up.
Okay.
We kept that in a place there, Clarendon, Maypen.
Yeah.
A place named Maypen, Raymond's district. And that dance, like me tell you, we always have pull with big people because who you are around, my stepfather know everybody. So that dance now, me have to feel nervous. And the first time I play with Metro Media, Big Belly Sky Juice.
Oh.
Hey, listen. Hey, listen. Yo, listen. You have to nervous because all you have to do.
How did you prepare yourself?
Well, back then I had an MC, so the MC doing all the work and I'm just mixing the music.
Okay.
And let me tell you something, we're going and we do our thing. You gotta learn levels. These selectors now, they have no manners and no respect. You see, when I see a big name, even now, when I see a big name select up and a dance with me like a Stone Love or a Metro Media or any big sound trooper, me not try outdo them or outshine them. Just like some sound man, them not no respect. Then we see Hollywood I come in them town and me to play. And them a rush me. I'm the guest.
Yes.
You play in your town every night. You so thirsty. What you think you doing? You're not stopping me because the people are there seeing you. You're being a hater in your town. So you got to be careful of the message you spread in the music. When I have a guest in my town, go and go play. Play as long as you want to play when you're ready to stop. And me, when me see like a Stone Love or something, I'm not trying to, I can't match up with Stone Love. Them all over the world from day one. Me just play my little thing and say, Father, I'm not ready for coming. Me not have nothing to prove.
Right. You just do you.
No, there's nothing me do and can't match up to for them time. I'm just 42. Stone Love been in the business 46 or something years. So look at my little age. We can't match up to them. So you gotta stay in your lane. And that's what these younger youths who just are coming at the game, them not understand. They have even put in no work or no money in the game. No artists don't know them or not like that.
I love all the DJs that as far as the elders is here in Los Angeles, I love how they give them, the ones who give them respect.
Yeah.
Because if they wasn't keep trying to do these dances, it would have stopped a long time ago.
Yeah, man.
We wouldn't still have the vibes, you know, with Tommy Studio
Yeah,
first.
me and Tommy usually keep dance.
I know, yeah. That's how we
Come
first
on,
met,
man.
we
Yeah,
working
with
with
Tommy.
Tommy.
Yeah.
But you know, the ones that's been here, if they wasn't,
Tasmania.
and Tommy said Tasmanian, they came out with their whole. I don't think they were the first one bringing the whole system out. I mean,
No,
Black
you
Star
had
their,
with Alsos.
Alsos,
Them.
Alsos and
Yeah,
them.
they have a big song.
Well, Tasmanian was the first flashy, I'll say.
Oh, Flashy.
They were our first
Yeah, Flashy song. Oh,
flashy sound.
yeah,
Where
man.
it started to get like performance time, you know.
Yeah,
like,
yeah, man.
Get ready, like
Yeah, man.
drum roll.
Yeah. How come you didn't come to this dance in March? A DJ, even my wife was there.
I
In
had
Chateau
to work.
Ballroom.
I had to work that night.
Oh, you had to work.
Yeah, I remember I was coming because I wanted to come in here.
Yeah,
Man, I think I
I
sent
said-
you a message or something like that.
Yeah, you did say, yo, yeah.
I
for
wanted
real.
to come out and check
Yeah,
it.
but
Yeah.
that was a good dance, man. It's always good to, because you see a lot of these DJs, they just come to LA just to collect a little money and go home.
Yeah, but
Like,
it's
I pay
nice.
rent here, like, I'm a
Yeah.
resident here, like,
Yeah.
you know, and I'm just coming out
there.
there.
Everybody knows
Yeah,
when
man.
you come in the vibes.
Yeah,
you
man.
Know, hot,
Yeah, man, the
saucy,
vibes, man.
pepper. You know what I'm saying? Then you
Yeah.
deal with here like family. Because you know
Yeah, man.
everybody.
Everybody.
And everybody check for you too. They
Be
Hollywood
a
hype.
love, man.
Because that hype thing will make you just another level. But
Yeah.
it's fit though. I'm telling you, when
And
came
you gotta
with the
live it.
Hollywood
You gotta
hype,
live it.
Yeah.
You can't take on a name
Hey,
and don't live
okay,
it.
when you first bust the Hollywood hype, you guys, he came with the grill.
Oh man, I should have worn them today. I forgot.
That was in that time. I think it was only the hip hop rappers really.
Yeah,
was
was
busting
with-
grill.
yeah.
So
And
you
Big
been in
Chin and
Jamaica
all of them
coming-
things that.
He was hype. It was really hype. Okay, we was like, okay.
Yeah.
He came dressed apart.
Yeah.
You know, you dressed apart.
And remember, I
that's
kept
it.
my first dance with that was on Western, that little spot they had on Western over there. I kept my first dance, I think,
hear you.
09, yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't remember. You know, so much stuff.
There's so much things going on, man, but yeah.
LA vibrations. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
man, yeah, man.
And okay, so where we at now? We got kill us all with the sound system.
Yeah.
What I want to say, the dub plates.
Oh, the dub
Now-
plates.
Now, what was your first? How did you get into that part? Like, as far as did you ever do some clashes?
I do a lot of clashes.
I
I
can
kill a
imagine.
lot of sound.
Okay.
I kill a lot of sound.
Now, when you first, what was like your first dub plates that you got?
First dub plates. Let me see from back then. Let me see.
Like when you was really like, you know, you got your sound already, but when you
Yeah.
get OG,
Yeah.
somebody sing
No,
your
man,
name.
no. But that's what I'm telling you. Just because of the connection we had, right? I could even play it to you. It was Junior Cat,
Junior Cat.
Super Cat brother.
Mm.
So I was open when I got that song, Junior Cat, and then now they couldn't talk to me now. I got Orius Andy.
Ooh.
Orius Andy, bless me, bless every dose that you play. Hey, listen, when me get that, you can't talk to me because he's an elder who's been in the business for so long as a
And you
singer.
know that they just gotta be, to
And-
get it,
and
you
trust
gotta
me.
be.
And having that dub plate, everybody will stitch up with that dub plate
And you
because
like those the dub appreciations because the dubs that everybody don't hear where you could just play.
Yeah.
And I remember being in the parties and like Tommy and them, they used to do it
Yeah.
where they play not the song but their dub plate in a lineup of the song. I used to
Yeah,
love that
yeah,
because you
of
know the
course.
sound that you listen
Of
to and
course.
you just hear the sound name in there.
yeah, of course.
But some people now they don't do that. They just be playing. You like who that? who
Yeah,
that
you
with?
don't even know.
You don't know
They have
that.
no identity.
Yeah.
That's what
That's
dub plate
crazy.
do. Is they give you identity. You have people who just come just to hear that dub plate, and that's how New York is. When people see us on Friday, like yo, no hype or go hard, because I'm not
And I
gonna.
let them know you invest into your thing. You know.
You see what I just played when I started the show? That little segment I don't play it right there. I don't remember how much songs, but if you add up, some of them are $700 for one, and some is like $500 for one. So technically, I probably just played like 10 grands US in songs, or probably more. I wasn't really counting, but it costs. And every time artists do a song, we're gonna get it on dub plate because that's how we came in the business. These DJs are just, coming into the business, don't really understand the business. When you invest in any business, you get it back whole heap of time. And that's all it is investment.
My thing too is I don't even know why they don't even have to reach so far.
Yeah.
There's so many local artists around here. So
Yeah, you
just
work
say
with
good
what you
names.
have. They, you know what? I'm not gonna say them not smart, but capitalize on the allies you have around you. That's what I was doing. I had some artists. What they was doing, they every time I'm in my house playing my music, they come put on a rhythm
and just
and a holy mic, and I just press record. Guys, the fact that they're DJing on my sound, they keep saying Black Terror Ninja, Iconic Groove, And that's it. And when I go to the parties, I just start playing these local people. Hear them book.
Okay.
Because they're going to celebrate their own.
Even in that moment,
That's
they
it.
agreeing to what he's saying,
Exactly.
especially when you delivering good. They're going to be like, black terrorists killing up in here. They're
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
show this. They're
Exactly.
Gonna
You see, people just don't really, know how to, market.
Yeah.
If they know how to market, everybody could, eat. It's just how you bring a point across.
Let's go into now this big old sound. Like, this big
Oh,
old
man.
sound wall that you did.
You mean we got, I think 4 sound. We got powered sound. We got a lot of sounds.
But the one with the open
power system.
Yeah, the power system.
The one, yeah.
Now, what came about to build that big old wall? You trying to kill that neighborhood?
And we got like 4 of them walls.
4?
We ain't got nowhere in New York at this time to play it. But you know what? There's so much of us that one man over here and one man there are doing thing, and the next man over there. We could split up in probably 5 places in one night.
And how to sound system.
Yeah, it's beautiful. But now times change. You can't get to really play it like that because you have all kind of nice rules and all of that.
You know, we got a sweet sound. It ain't even a lot of speakers, but Big Boy, Liquor Boy.
Who that again?
What's his name? Is sound.
I know
system.
tough, right? Father Tough.
Oh yeah, Father Tough. Yeah. He used to rent his all the time.
Yeah, man. More time you go back,
Big up
and
yourself
play
too,
some
King.
shit.
Big up
Yeah,
yourself.
man. We know what it is, man.
Yeah, so
Yeah, man.
okay, so let's talk about now your entrepreneur stuff with your wife and her stuff.
Oh man,
And
we got a lot of
your
products.
clothing line
Oh,
and
man.
what you want to share with the people. Tell them to go look up right now.
All right now, we have a site coming soon, shophollysky.com. You could get all the Holly Sky products there. We got the best waist trainers, a slimming tee, fat burner. For the ladies, then we have all kind of thing. We got a lot of stuff, man. We got a lot of stuff. We right now we got around 7 or 8 business. And everything I just named, that's just my wife's leg of it right there.
Okay.
Because I still have THH merchandise. I got my own drone, fly. Like a drone.
Yes.
I got my own drones and all that.
You guys go look up
Yeah,
Hollywood
so,
Hype. You Google the man, look at
Yeah, man.
Instagram, everything, and see
Yeah,
what's going on. Because let me tell you, we all have our ways we're gonna do our thing.
Mm-hmm.
But from the time I know him, his formulas.
Yeah.
Even not the stuff that I'm learning from him today that I didn't know, but the formulas of how he was doing things is how we all should be doing it to a certain extent to be better. Because he always would push out positive things and say how he's gonna be this and he's gonna do this, like he's doing this and be doing it. Yeah. And be doing it.
Yeah.
And we see you like we can't. People can't really say. They can say something, but it don't have no weight behind it. Because if they know you and they watched you, anything that you talked about, we saw you going and doing it.
That's what I do. In it. That's what I do. I don't talk what I don't do. If I don't have no knowledge about something, I don't speak about it. Yeah. I only know my thing and what worked for me.
And what worked for you.
Yeah. And think about it now. To actually, come to California, come on your big platform and your interview, that I don't believe in nothing small. People make things small. You are what you say. If you every day get up and say, oh, my broke and nothing now go on, your life is gonna become broke and nothing now go on.
You gotta speak it.
You gotta speak things into existence. I don't get up and say, oh, the bills can't pay. Nah, they are gonna pay.
Okay.
Cause they ain't gonna kick me out of nothing I got. They ain't gonna take nothing, so they gotta get paid.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
Let me tap into that too. That you're a spiritual man.
Oh yeah. Very spiritual.
That you're a spiritual man.
I'm very spiritual. Oh man.
Yeah.
That kept me going for a long time, and I'm a spiritual man. God have given me a gift, and I just know that as a messenger, I have to spread good things. I'm not going to tell you, people now go put you up on a bad day. You say what you're saying, you keep moving. That's not supposed to throw you off your track. One ain't got nothing to do with two.
I don't mean to catch you again, but don't it make you feel when you see good youth and they just won't embrace them kind of things, be more close to God, be more positive, and you can see him being more better.
Better to you?
But they just be like, just want to stay still and just be like, whatever.
Because that's people. Like we said earlier, it's easier to do bad than it is to do good. Anybody can just get up and do something bad. But forget up, if me tell a man say, brother, you can't wait every time you're in problem to talk about God.
Right.
You gotta talk about God every day on your way out and on your way in. That's where people get it wrong. A guy get locked up, the first thing, oh God, please, I'm never gonna do it again. Nah, bro. And once God gets you out of that, what you do, you forget about God.
Because it was a temporary thing.
It was you can't do that. And that's where people go wrong. Like me, I don't care if what I do don't make no money now. At the end of the day, once you're a man of God, you don't have to make the money. You'll get the blessing in other ways. So that's why I just keep putting in so much things into the universe. Because the more good you put in, that's the more you're going to get. I'm not going to tell you if one person slap you in your face, if you turn the other cheek, slap him back. And that's it. You ain't got no beef with nobody else. If he come with his family, then yeah, but I'm not going to tell you, because some people are hypocrite. Them sit down and speak, oh yeah, you know, if you do this and then them I do the worst, man. No, just be you. Stop lying to people and tell people all kind of things just to look good. When me say something, I'm telling you what it is. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. And that's just life. People want everybody to be so phony. Why I got to be phony? That's not me.
You know, I want to say to you too, big up yourself. From me knowing you from back then to see you now, see you just growing into your thing. You know what I'm saying? You got a beautiful wife and a team, a partner who understands you and supports you and shining in her own right, but the togetherness is beautiful too. And I love how you guys just, how y'all moving. Like, nothing's supposed to be perfect, but the friendship's supposed to be bigger than the relationship. And within you guys, you see it. And it's a blessing. You know, it's a blessing to get it. You know it's a blessing to get it. Because you ain't going to be in this world by yourself. You know you got to have somebody. You can't. But to have it to those levels the way you got it.
I know.
You know?
And that's all I'm trying to show people, that we could do it.
Exactly.
You just got to make up your mind. You got to make up your mind. And this is what I'm saying. There's people go in a relationship for the wrong reasons. Like a lot of these females go into a relationship. They don't go into a relationship because they want a man. They go into a relationship because they see their friend with a man and they say, yo, me I gotta do it because you look good. Right. So you just did something that, you know, that's not, it takes work. You gotta, it takes a lot. Like,
you might have to make decisions on their life. They might have to make decisions on your life. This is
exactly. You gotta learn to sacrifice if you're in a relationship. Just you gotta remember, like, it ain't never gonna be you no more.
Right.
It's a us. It's a we. It's not just me. So you know. So people don't understand. Like, you gotta learn to sacrifice, and have a man with a wife. That's a lot of sacrifice right there, because that show you, you know, you're doing what God wants you to do. Because God says the man that find a wife find a good thing. And you for take it and make it be a magnificent thing. And it shows the makeup for yourself, the respect, the levels you get when you just you a man with a wife, like you married. People like, oh, he's married. When you're careless, so tell nobody to respect that. Yeah, because that means that you're somebody who can you can stand firm on something. You're ready to take on responsibility. Like a lot of dudes, a woman, when we say woman, a pick man wrong. You're picking a man where you want to be with, but this man live with his mother. That should show you about everything. That's not a man look like him ready to take on no responsibility in the world. That's not a man you should take on and then you're going to talk about your give a child. You're going to carry him a court. Right. Because you should answer to the man right there. So. And then there you go. He ain't going to never get a start because he got all this on him. Exactly. He already was all messed up first with this extra. And then over in the corner like, yo, now go on and everything. My homeboy told me I want to go underground. He's running from child support. I'm going to go underground. I said, what? All right. Look at it like this. All right. I'm on 2 child support. That's life. What you gonna do? You have the kids. And it's not about. No. It's not about not taking care of the kid or all that. Some woman get scornful when they see a man go marry another woman because in a fit them head, they're not thinking in all reality. Like me, I had my son when I was 24. Everything in my life is planned out. I had my son at 24 because I didn't want to be a kid having a kid like I see every day. 17-year-old boy and 16. You a kid having a kid, that don't make sense. You ain't got no time to grow. You ain't even enjoy your life yet. I want these brothers to know the minute you have a youth, you remember until that child become 18 or 21. But you just, remember, I know you have a picnic, you just take out 15 years off of your life. Because remember, no, you got to raise that kid. Focus on that child. No, you got to think about even going out, be a babysitter. And first of all, if your kid is with a babysitter, you're going to think, I wonder if they're hitting them or all. Right. So now your mind frame is in a different thing. Now you got to be a prayer. You got to be having a relationship with the Most High, because he has to watch it when you're not there. Exactly. And now the thing is, now some man should know not every woman is kids material. You're supposed to wait till a certain time. You can't see a young girl who run around a party every night who just turned 21 and you gotta break her. What do you expect from her? A person that turned 21, what you gotta understand, that's legality. You could buy cigarettes in the store. You don't need fake IDs no more. You could buy alcohol. So at a male or a female turning 21, you gotta understand how important that is. A mother or a man when new are a relative to somebody who are 21, you can't be a critic and talk about, oh, all she had to do is go to South Beach and walk naked. That's somebody 21. They just thought they're supposed to do everything, get in trouble. Up until 25, the body changes at 25. Because now you're on a different journey. Because now 31 is coming closer. And 31, that's the last day on calendar. 31, you come off a calendar.
Yes.
And remember now, here is the saying now. Once you pass 33, have a reason. That's how the saying coming. You know the age 33, right? That's the age that Jesus Christ died for us, the people.
Wow.
So if Jesus Christ died for us, the people at 33, and I'm 42 now. I feel blessed every single day. Every day I walk, I'm blessed. I'm higher for God. I'm higher for the universe energy. Because that's how the saying coming. We are covered by the blood of Jesus because he died for us.
Yes.
And we make it past the age that he died. So understand life. Because the Bible gives all human beings from 1 to 70. And yet still we know people in them 80s.
Okay.
See, if you understand the world, you know. Why you think so much thing are going on in the world? Then by now, them do movie and say the world did end from long time, you know, when all the people and they are still have thing, you know. Kind of biblical days, it's telling you all these things will go on. So that's why me kind of understand the world and just take it for what it is.
Right.
Just try to steer people
And
through the right.
your time.
Just balance.
Yeah.
That's it, man. Not for hard, man. Yes.
You know, you guys. We hear you guys.
That one have too much for you, do you?
No,
too
no,
much.
it's beautiful.
Okay.
It's so beautiful because a lot of people, even men who's older than you, need to be enlightened or let their mind be touched on certain things.
Yeah.
And it's just beautiful. That's what we're supposed to share. Like, you can't be just great on your own. Michael Jackson could stay in his house and sing Beat It to himself all day long. He had to go out, he had to share the messages.
Everyone needs someone. That's what people
got
gotta understand. Everybody needs someone. But nobody now understand that because guess what? Everybody wants to be, you know, in this power struggle thing. Where them on top of the world. Or if they're on top of the world and I got the world.
Okay. You're supposed to be thankful
Humble,
and
man.
blessed because we all could be born differently. You could be coming in a different space where you could even respond. You can't even say thank you to people. You can't even say hello.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
you
you
can.
go.
So you got to be thankful.
Just be thankful.
And I'm thankful too, you guys here. Like,
Yeah,
we the
man.
music link. We
Yeah,
got the
man.
one on Hollywood Hype. And
Music
I'm
link.
just so thankful and I'm blessed and
Yeah,
happy
man.
that you came and shared with me. And just the whole
Yeah.
interview was just so beautiful.
Beautiful.
And I love the way you are. I love everything about you. Just someone who's known you from a distance and known you up close. It's beautiful. Keep doing what you're doing.
Appreciate
and
it.
I know that I'm a woman coming in and I'm saying this to you, but
Yeah.
for a lot of men, even just to hear what you're saying, for a lot of men to take, I know you guys, my Music Link watchers, I know you guys are there, and I know you guys are going to love this interview. You just really take heed to some of the things he's saying because it's real talk. And sometimes we need to hear from another person. If your mind went there and you weren't sure about it, hear from somebody else who's saying it. And he's been doing things under this thinking for some years where he's been doing okay. He's been good. You know, we all probably are ups and downs, but for me to see him, I've seen him happy. Him and his wife happy, doing things, living life, being able to work and have vacation, you know, and balance. Because we need to have balance.
You gotta
all
have
these
a
good
balance.
things here in the world, it ain't for people who have money only. You know what I'm saying? We're supposed to be able
all
to
of us.
experience everything, too,
Everything
but we
that
have to
hurt.
put ourselves in position to be able
There you go.
to do it. So just pick up yourself and keep doing what you're doing. Hollywood
Thank
Hype,
you.
you guys here.
Appreciate
Black
it.
Terror Sound, you know what I'm saying? For years. So y'all know
Yeah,
when
yeah.
the shit start opening back
Yeah,
up or
man.
whatever,
Yeah.
you know, y'all want y'all party turned up, he's here. So
Yeah.
you guys Google him, Hollywood Hype,
Hollywood Eye.
Google him. You know
Sauce!
You know what I'm saying?
Hot
Sauce
and
and
pepper.
pepper.
Yeah.
Big up yourself, baby.
Big up
Bless
yourself,
and love.
baby.
I
I
thank
bless
you.
you, love,
All
and
right.
respect. Yeah.
You guys, we out of here. Lady B, Hollywood Hype, the music link, and we out.